Good for him.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Common Ground podcast. What?
No, we were still talking.
Why we can?
Because I can't edit it because your mic still picks us up, so I can't do that yet. You gotta wait. Are you ready? You're just like, are you trying to kick us out?
No.
I don't think Cameron likes us very much.
What's the matter, Cameron?
I just want to say welcome back, everybody, to the Common Ground podcast, your favorite podcast where we talk about Q. Where we talk about Pauper.
All right, well.
That's the intro. Yeah, no, that's the intro. So we're talking about Cube this week.
Oh, we are?
I got my peasant cube changes starting to pull up, so let's go through that. But no, we are the Common Ground MTG podcast.
No. You actually have to start. I'm flipping. No. Start for real. Wait.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Common Ground podcast, where we talk about ours and probably your favorite format, Pauper, commons only. Today we are talking about the spoilers from Murders at Karlov Manor. All right, I keep wanting to say Markov.
Everyone wants to say Markov for some reason.
I know, but we got some cool commons to talk about. A couple we already talked about, but we will talk about again. Hippo is the white card at the beginning. Start us off.
Oh, goodness.
You didn't even
I didn't introduce you guys. I'm off it today.
It's because we're in person.
I know.
For the first time in like 3
Apparently
weeks.
you go back to South Dakota.
No, I can actually have a conversation. It's so easy to talk to you guys now instead of like Discord where it's like there's a delay. So as soon as you like talk, the other person starts talking too. And it's just so awkward. But I am Cameron Schindler, joined by always my cranky co-host today, Thomas Gunn. How are you doing?
I was a little cranky, but I'm feeling better now.
You got a hug in him.
Yeah.
And then also joined by my other beautiful co-host, Mr. Hippo Hieronymus. How are you doing?
Oh, two of us can't be cranky?
I mean, James is a little cranky.
I am also doing well, thank you.
Got a tire change, I understand that. That's always cranky.
It is.
Literally.
Yeah, crank.
Cue music. Do. Today we're talking about. Wait, we already said that.
You can go for it. Say it
Okay,
again.
it's probably gonna get said again, but we're talking
Editing
about
magic.
Murders at Karlov Manor, the new set that takes place in Ravnica, but a little new twist on Ravnica. It's like a Clue murder party. But we got some comments we're talking about today. I'll let Hippo talk about the first one because he likes this card.
Before he jumps in, I like calling a murder mystery a murder party.
That is pretty fun.
In a detective's investigation, it's a murder party.
Who calls it a murder party?
You just did.
Oh, I did?
You did, in fact, just call it a murder party.
Who calls it a murder party? You?
You.
That's bad.
All right.
You can tell how much I think before I speak.
We love you. We love you because of it.
So, as any other good Magic naming event, we're going to start in Wooburg order. And we're going to start with probably one of the more hyped cards in the common world. We've got Novice Inspector.
Let's go.
So, Novice Inspector, I will state again, is a single white for a 1/2. And when it enters the battlefield, you investigate. And investigate is making a clue. And a clue is an artifact that you pay 2 mana and sacrifice it, and you draw a card.
This card seems familiar.
You know, I also believe this card might feel very familiar to another card that is widely played in this format.
Yeah, we all know it's Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, it's just Thraben Inspector.
It's even in the name.
Yeah.
So, do you think people are going to be playing more than 4 Thraben Inspectors besides you?
I was like, I will certainly be playing more than 4 Thraben Inspectors.
I don't see people playing like 8 of these, that's for sure.
Watch me.
Okay,
I think so.
I was like, watch me.
We know that creatures that come in and make these trinket artifacts, Wizards loves doing this now. We see it like every set now. We see the map tokens, a 1-mana creature that comes in makes a map. We see 1-mana creatures that come in and make a blood. No 1-mana creatures that come in and make a treasure yet.
No,
you have to hit first.
Yeah. Or like a 1-mana creature that is a treasure, like Goldhound from Streets of New Capenna. Which also, it being the treasure and being affected by summoning sickness is also, a big knock against it because it, it's basically like a mana elf, but you only get to use it one time, like a wild Cantor or something like that. Now I think Novice Inspector will see play. Like alongside Thraben Inspector. I think James especially is bound to come up with something with 8 of them.
Yeah, I'll definitely be playing 8 of that card at some point in time.
And we know these are good because like Pauper again is like the super. You got to get creative format, and literal pieces of cardboard matter. So when you have one piece of cardboard, that's effectively 2 pieces of cardboard. That's just crazy awesome.
No, Novice Inspector is sweet. Are there any existing decks that you think this just slots right into?
Yeah, probably this like the white weenie decks. I will play 8 in that. That's probably the first place that I try that.
I think it's the safest bet is like white weenie, because then I don't know if Boros Synth necessarily wants a 5th copy.
I don't think Synth wants more copies of that. I think the biggest way to play that is just going to be just like the white weenie decks of the format.
Maybe these white black decks that are popping up.
You could. I think you're kind of locked into playing more of these like other like 1-drops like this, like Restless Nightmares and stuff like that.
The Hopeless Nightmare.
Yeah, Hopeless Nightmare with that card. Yep. Yeah, stuff like that. So you may not want to overload on this kind of effect. Otherwise, you get too much of it. But this kind of fits right into the like, it's a thing that also draws a card and like gets fuel from other good cards in the set, like or in the deck, like Prismatic Strands and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Speaking of cards that make an extra piece of cardboard with just the one piece of cardboard, next on our list, we're moving into blue, is Deduce. It's 1 and a blue for an instant. It says draw a card and investigate, which again just makes a clue token. I don't anticipate this to see a ton of play. I think it could be interesting if maybe this is a piece that helps some sort of like blue artifact control strategy where you just need stuff in play, and it's basically, I mean, the allegory here is to think twice, which is a common from Time Spiral and reprint in Innistrad that was just 1 and a blue for an instant and had flashback for 2 and a blue. So this is basically that for if the flashback were on an artifact token for just 2 mana.
And it's 1 cheaper.
Exactly.
And we've talked about how good that is, though, just having an artifact token laying around, like a physical piece of cardboard that's on the battlefield rather than in the graveyard. That is like a marginal upside, but it's not like think twice sees a ton of play to begin with.
It's hard to envision this being heavily played in a format with Ponder and Brainstorm and Preordain, things of that nature. But, maybe this kind of is like one of many pieces that can kind of come together and fit in somewhere. I'm not sure.
I think so. Again, making physical pieces of cardboard, I think this fits into the like maybe you want to draw tons of cards with like Thoughtcast and Reverse Engineer. Draw tons of cards.
What is Reverse Engineer?
Reverse Engineer is
not a setup. I sure do not know.
Yes, so it's 3 blue. I got downshifted in one of the master sets or something. 3 blue and you can improvise it, and it is a draw 3.
Oh, okay, that is cool.
Yeah,
I like that. And see.
Yeah, that tracks.
When I saw this card, I thought probably wrongly of like the Jeskai Glitter stuff or even other affinity decks. But I don't think this would see play over the Rin's Resolve effects because it's the 2 mana and you see those 2 cards just ASAP.
Or Deadly Dispute, things like that.
Yeah, it's just hard when there's already a lot of 2 mana or 1 mana draw 2s in the format.
I would agree.
Alrighty, next card, we got Out Cold. So it is a 3 mana, 3 and a blue for 4. So I said that weird. How do you... 3 and a blue, costs 4 in total. Alrighty, for an instant, the spell cannot be countered. Tap up the 2 target creatures and put a stun counter on each of them. Investigate. So I saw this card and I thought of the Poison Storm deck, because that deck, 4 mana is not a lot of mana for that deck, and it can proliferate those stun counters. So I thought it was kind of cutesy.
That's fair. I didn't think about that. We were chatting about this a little earlier, and we were like, Out Cold. Neither James or myself had put this on the list, but now that you mentioned the proliferating the stun counters, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I think this is pretty sweet.
And does a deck already play Moment's Peace? The flashback fog?
I believe it plays some number of it, yes. It also plays, does it play Weather the Storm, correct?
I'm not quite. I don't play that deck.
I have played it only against it. I have never personally played it myself.
Yes, me as well.
It is definitely not in my wheelhouse of misery.
But Turbo Fog. Okay, but anyway. I had a thought with this card. It's kind of comparing it to like Moment's Peace. Moment's Peace has the upside of fogging, like, not often 6 creatures are swinging at you in Pauper, but maybe like they have a wider board, like Boros Synth or something coming at you. Moment's Peace can fog all those creatures twice, but at the same vein, this card can fog 2 Gurmag Anglers for forever.
And give you your card
well,
back.
the fact that it also investigates is really huge.
No, that's very, very important.
So I know that some of those Poison Storm decks play Serrated Arrows. This kind of fits into the same vein of Serrated Arrows, but this is an instant speed too, so you don't have to put an artifact on the board for that to matter.
I like this card over Serrated Arrows. I wonder if this replaces that. Or
Interesting. Only one way to find out. I think you should play it.
No.
Give it a try.
I
Sleeve up the old Poison Storm deck.
I don't.
I can get you a copy of this if you want.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. We scrubbed out of an RCQ, and we go over to JC's House of Cards. Not Gun though, because he was waiting one more round to scrub out. But
You mean the top 8?
yeah,
Thanks.
exactly. So all of us that didn't make top 8, we went over to another LGS in Alabama, and I've never been there before, and they just had like rows and rows and rows of like bulk that you can pull out yourself, and then they just like charge you 10% less of TCG, which is really cool. And I'm having a blast going through like all these foil commons and uncommons and stuff for Peasant and for Pauper as well. And I found a Peat Bog, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I put it in my pile to scan. It scanned like $43. I'm like, nope. Put that back. Anyway, hit us with the next one, Hips.
All right. The next one we have is Extract a Confession, which is 1 in black for sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you may collect evidence 6. And for those who don't know what collect evidence is an ability in this set with exile cards with total mana value of X or greater from your graveyard. Now it also says each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. So this does beat up on some things like Tolarian Terror that want to try and protect their like Murmuring Mystics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily hit the Murmuring Mystics.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they used the Murmuring Mystic to protect their terrors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This gets through that. Same with like Gardens, and Gardens doesn't get to just sack a plant token or a Crypt Rats or whatever. They have to sack like an Avenging Hunter or something like that.
I agree. And it's just kind of like another one of these Chainergeic effects we have already, but with like a little interesting twist on it.
Yeah, it could see play. This might be an interesting one.
It's pretty sick. I didn't think about it in the mirror of just like, oh, yeah, nice plant tokens. Just like, boop, pop your Avenging Hunter or whatever. Or your Troll.
Yeah, I think
That's pretty sick.
I do think if you like expect to play a bunch of mirrors, that might be a card you want access to.
And Spinning Darkness just lets you collect evidence 6 all on its own. Like Troll and Spinning Darkness is 6 right away.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty.
That's
sweet.
pretty sick.
About that.
That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So not too much thought on that card because we've already seen this effect a ton.
Yeah, it's an edict,
like
but has some interesting ability.
A
on
new
it.
take on it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to look out for.
Yeah. Next up on our list, we've got Slice from the Shadows. This is X black for an instant. It says this spell can't be countered. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. Now, we've seen some -X/-X effects throughout commons in history, but this is the first one that we've seen that says it can't be countered. And they have a lot of there are several black removal spells at varying rarities in this set that say this spell can't be countered, because the morph analog in the set, the Disguise, when the creature is a face down 2/2 for 3 mana, it also has Ward 2. And so that's an additional wrinkle in the limited format, especially. And so for the spells that say can't be countered, that's to get around that in the context of the limited format. But in Pauper, I like that this is something that's good against, it's a lot of mana to pour into pop like a Tolarian Terror, but, we don't really have like red blasts in black or anything like that. And so this is just a way, even just pick off some small stuff, probably really good against fairies, to just be able to like pop up some stuff really cheap and not have any sort of counterplay on the backside. Exactly.
Something happening there.
Yeah.
So I like this card with given context of mystical what's the
Mystical Teachings?
Yes, Mystical Teachings.
Ooh.
I actually like this as like a one, maybe even a one-of hit for Mystical Teachings. Seems kind of sweet to me.
Like from a Tron deck or something, but like the
You could, yeah.
Mystical
This
Tron.
could be a sweet Tron card or a Plicker Tron card. I think that deck typically doesn't play a bunch of black cards. It plays 0 usually, but you could play black. It's not that hard. I think you could. I mean, you probably some of them play like Dinrova Horror and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this card
Gone are those days,
is super.
mostly.
Yeah, I think this card is super sweet for like Mystical Teachings purposes.
Tron's mono red now, I thought. Anyway.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
That's it, but it's a mid-range deck.
Yeah, that's true.
not
True,
a Tron
not
deck
My
first.
bad. My bad.
We've been making that joke all week.
This is true.
Yeah. So I saw this card and I thought of Gardens, of course, in its applications in the Dimir Terror matchup.
Hmm.
But in that matchup, you do have 6 mana lying around a lot. And you would just want hey, this is 6 mana, kill a Terror, or 5 mana, kill a Murmuring Mystic. Even the Murmuring
Still
Mystic.
6 mana, kill a Mystic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I was thinking it was 1/4 for some reason. And
But
you
it will
have-
kill it.
And you have that
Definitely will kill
mana
it.
lying around quite a bit in that matchup for it to happen, where that is relevant. It is a little bit niche because like black is very, very heavy in removal already. We already have very good removal in black. We have Snuff Out, we have Defile, we have Cast Down. Those are insane cards. And the match in Tithing Blade even, the matchup is so already favored in Gardens. I don't know if it needs the extra help in that matchup, but if it's just a worse Defile in other matchups, I don't think it's worth it. I can see this as a one of.
I'm tempted to try it.
Yeah,
I'll
for
try
sure.
it. I don't know that it stays, but I think it's worth a shot. Give it a shot. Give it its fair due.
I think if you have like a Grixis Affinity, or if you have like a Grixis Affinity or Fairies heavy meta, then this might be something you could put in your sideboard as
For
like
sure.
a Gardens player.
And I just don't like it in the Terror matchup that much, just because it's
It's already a good matchup,
it's
but
so
it's
good.
Potentially another tool.
and they're already
they can't get
strapped
around.
that they want to counter so much of your stuff. Like if you Deadly Dispute on their instep, it's like, okay, they kind of want to counter that. If not, say you have 2 removal spells in your hand, you're like, cast down, pay the word trigger. They counter back, okay, untap, pay 4 mana, cast down it again, or Tithing Blade it where I don't even have to pay the trigger or anything. So
But I think the only way to figure it out is just to do it.
that's true.
We can just play it and do it.
I can see this as a fun of one for sure.
Oh yeah.
And especially, it's a nice thing to have if a blue control deck does come forth in the meta to have it here. But any other thoughts on this one before I keep the train rolling?
No, I think we've said everything there's about to say about that one.
Alrighty, our next card is Snarling Gorehound. It is our 4th black card, and it is a singular black pip for a creature dog. It is a 1/1 that has menace. Whenever another creature of power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, surveil 1.
Woof woof.
It's just a silence off of it. We don't really have like a black tempo-y deck in
like
the
a
format.
like
Yeah, like a
cheap
black
aggro
aggro
deck.
deck.
No, so I love that both Gunn and I put this on our list of cards for the set.
I did as well.
Oh, yeah, sorry, all three did. So we all three put it on our list as cards that are. I couldn't remember what was on your list exactly.
Yeah, no. I was just saying, but like, what's it here for?
Yeah, so I think this card has a lot of build potential. I think that's mainly why we've all put it on here. I think it has the ideas are cool that what it can do.
Like, I read this card, I'm like, man, this card seems good. I'm like, what do you want to put it in? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, not Gardens.
I do think this is a cool Fairies card.
Ooh,
It's got menace, so it's like already just kind of.
That is cool.
So yeah, I think
What
it's
if it was
kind
a
of sweet.
dog fairy? Man,
It's a dog fairy.
It doesn't look like a fairy.
no.
It's the goodest boy. It's definitely not a fairy.
I don't know how good a boy this one is.
When they tell you, don't worry, he's nice.
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
That's good. That's
Beware of dog sign.
I'm posting on Twitter
certain
after
stuff.
this. It's like he's nice, I swear, but it's gonna be this card. When dog
fantastic.
owners tell you he's nice, I promise. There you go. I gotta get
No.
that clout.
The flavor text is literally Alquist Prof saying to Judith, "I'll offer your dog a treat, but I'm afraid I won't have any appendages to spare."
But the goodest of boys.
Oh, absolutely.
I've seen people compare this to Dragon's Rage Channeler. It is not that good, that's for sure.
No, I wouldn't say that it is, but I do think it provides a lot of cool potential. It gives some players something to brew around and have some fun with. I think this is a cool card.
Which we love in Pauper.
Yeah, we do love build arounds that are pretty sweet like this.
Oh, we have another black card after this?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of really good black cards in this
All
set.
At least stuff that we thought we would, mention.
Yeah,
at
for
the
sure,
very
for sure.
least.
It's like stuff that's like, I would not laugh at someone for playing this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't laugh at anybody for playing anything.
Yeah, wow. You're
I would
so
laugh at you, though.
you're so
for playing
rude.
Something. No, I'm kidding.
so rude at exactly me.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Hit us.
All right. The next one on our list is Unscrupulous Agent, which is 1 and a black for a 1/1. Elf Detective. When Unscrupulous Agent enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand.
I thought it was unscrumptious. Agent.
Unscrupulous.
So I'm glad you read it.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
So I think some applications here. The deck that's popped up recently is like that Orzhov blink value thing that kind of tries to do the Gardens thing. I think this fits kind of in that realm.
Orzhov Skyhawk.
Yeah, basically that
like
that
that.
deck. I think it fits in there. That's probably where I would imagine it has the best home. If I had to guess.
That's what I thought of too.
And the fact that it's not just discard a card, because I know there's cards like Vermin Rat that do kind of the same, Relentless or whatever the cards are that come into play. Just discard a card, but it exiles a card, so that's kind of relevant.
It's also an elf, which is something to track. Whenever there's like a cheap elf printed, I don't think this takes the place. Certainly doesn't take the place of anything in the elf deck, but something to keep an eye on.
I'll go ahead and tell you, not making its way in mine.
No. But always something to like keep a check on, like checking for goblins, checking for elves. Like that's always something you kind of want to give a quick pass of the commons in any set.
Though I do believe this could open up some potential. Elves of Deep Shadow is legal.
Oh.
So
that's fair. If you really wanted,
to go into it,
like
you could do something into it. You could play like Elves of Deep Shadow. You can kind of go hard and play some weird elves like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Though we've had the discard version of this from Kaldheim for quite some time. So if that hasn't seen any play in an elf context, then this
probably
much
won't
is
have
exile gonna matter?
Yeah, exile versus graveyard, but
again, I still think this is just like best in those like flicker style decks. I think that's where its best home is. All right, and moving on.
All right. Oh, I get to talk about this card. All right. It's a card that we mentioned before briefly several episodes back. Very excited to talk about this card. This is moving into red. Demand Answers. This is 1 in a red for an instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. Draw 2 cards. So your absolute floor on this is it's just another Thrill of Possibility. 2 mana, red, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Or now we get to sacrifice an artifact to do this. And what better artifacts to sacrifice than Experimental Synthesizer?
Say it isn't so.
Oh my. Or like Implement of Combustion, or all these clue tokens we have lying
Or
around.
an Ichor Wellspring.
Ichor Wellspring.
We've
It's
seen
like-
this.
This is really, really sick for red to have access to something like this now.
No, we can all think of like 3 decks off the top of our head, just like what we want to slot this into.
So, yeah.
Like
Easily.
Holly and I were playing. She was playing Borosynth last night,
Mhm.
and I was playing Jeskai Affinity last night. So kind of like similar decks, And the game 1, I think she ended up drawing like 2 synthesizers, but she was bouncing them around, playing a bunch of cards, all that fun stuff. And I'd be like, untap, draw an Ornithopter, cast Ornithopter, pass turn, untap, play a bridge, pass turn. So it's like when the deck.
Classic affinity in your hand.
So you're jealous that she got to pick up more cardboard than you.
Yeah, a little bit for sure. But I think both of those decks, I think Demand Answer is going to be awesome in, because we're like these affinity decks are kind of reshaping here, and we're still kind of seeing how they're coming together and stuff. There's still a lot of like experimenting and tuning to do, and I think this fits in over Rinse Resolve. Do you think?
In some contexts, it certainly could. I'm thinking about like the version of Burn that I tend to play is somewhere of like a hybrid between Koldatha artifacts versus like the classic Pinger's Fire Blast version. Mm-hmm. And I think this is something that deck very much wants, because I like playing the artifact. Like Synth is just a great value engine in and of itself. Mm-hmm. And without something like really? But like even without something like Koldatha Rebirth, like just I've played so many. You guys have seen me pay 3 mana to sacrifice and get a samurai like so often, because I have
Mono Red too.
I just do it so many times because I have enough lands because I need the mountains for all my fire blasts, so like I can play into the long game in that way. So something like this, because like that style of deck that I play really wants something like a shrapnel blast, which we don't have in this format. The closest we get is improvised club, which is fine, but I could also play like Galv blast, and we already have fire blast for 4 damage.
This keeps your engines going.
This keeps the engines going. This is a 2-mana way to sack the synthesizer, trigger that, like draw 2.5 cards, or 2.5 to 3 cards off of that. Yeah, super sick. I'm excited for this in my version of the burn deck. Yeah, and it's gonna it could easily slot into any of these synthesizer builds for sure.
I was gonna say, even in the synthesizer builds, like a lot of time we play these Ichor Wellsprings because they're alright bounce targets. Like Limbus is kind of taking
the helm is the de facto cantrip artifact, yeah.
But a lot of times synth only plays 1 or 2 max of makeshift munitions, and that's what lets you sacrifice your Ichor Wellsprings. But now this actually lets you do something. If that's just sitting around collecting dust, you can turn it into 3 cards, which is awesome. And I think there's a deck that's really going to take advantage of a discard that used to be really popular, Rakdos Madness. We haven't seen that in a hot minute. That deck used to be everywhere. But now in Rakdos Madness, this is 3 mana, 2/2 haste, draw 2 cards with the imp. That's Madness 1. So I think this could, I don't know if it's enough to revitalize the deck completely, but I think it's worth a shot to try it. I bet we'll see some copies in the challenges after this comes out, and we'll see how it
giving that deck another way to draw cards on top of like Vampire's Kiss is probably very good, if I had to guess.
I would guess.
I would imagine.
So. Yeah, for sure. And because it can't really take advantage of like the reckless impulse effects that make the red deck so popular, because what are you gonna do? Flip over your fiery tempers?
Cool.
Scary.
Yeah, no.
Your 4-mana 2/2? Not great.
Exactly.
Alrighty, who's got the next one?
You do.
Oh no, I don't. Galvanize?
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, we got Galvanize. It is 1 in a red. Instant. Galvanize deals 3 damage to target creature. If you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, Galvanize deals 5 damage to that creature instead. What is 5 toughness in this format?
A lot of things.
There's a lot of stuff that this kills.
Terror? Kill a terror?
Terror.
A serpent?
The serpent.
Serpent. Mystic.
Bird token.
It can kill Avenging Hunter. It can kill Troll.
Yeah, this has a lot of applications.
But what decks do you think this would? Because the mono red deck doesn't really.
It's certainly
draw
not going to go in the
cards.
mono red deck. If anything, this is probably like you could play this as like a 1 or 2 of in the Scred red like terror lists, because they're the most likely. Brainstorm just turns. I mean, any cantrip after your draw step turns this on.
Instead Monarch.
Yeah,
Blast
you have the
something.
Monarch. You have Brainstorm on your opponent's turn, etc., etc. I don't know if it takes the place of anything like, they already have Scred. This can't go to face. But it's neat to have another potential option available.
I could see if it's not getting played, especially now. I forgot you just said Scred. We just said it might see play in this. It's Scred deck. They already have a 1 mana deal.
Right, but they want 1 mana deal however much.
Yeah, whatever turn it is to your to a creature. Not just Scred hit face. Hippo, you got any thoughts? Kind of just.
I mean, this was on my list of cards that I eyeballed, and yeah, as you both mentioned, I think this fits into somewhere like the Scred deck.
Your Hieronymus list.
But I believe that we already have the Scred itself that is just a better card. Though I do think the card is fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it crops up somewhere. Maybe, who knows? Crazier things have happened.
I do think this next one is definitely going to see play, though.
I am very excited for this one.
What card is it?
The card that we're referring to is called Pick Your Poison. All right, for a single green, it's a sorcery, and you can choose one of the following options. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact, each opponent sacrifices an enchantment, or each opponent sacrifices a creature with flying.
Ding, ding, ding. Banger alert. Banger alert.
This card is really good.
I think it's.
Tell us why it's good, James.
It blows up a lot of stuff in this format. I don't know if anybody's been around or not. Yeah. This one is real good. I'll just throw that out there. I think we could spend a while going over every application of why this card is good.
All right, let's start. If you can chump a hit from glitters, or they put it on like a summoning sick creature, or you can jump block, or just
I like stone raining people.
Yeah,
I don't know
how
about you.
stone raining people.
huh? That's kind of
Yeah,
gross.
no, like
Okay, both,
let's
but-
start way sooner than letting them get glitters.
Yeah, I'd just like to stop them from even getting that far.
They don't have a white source anymore.
Yeah, how about they just don't get to like if they just blow up their artifact land on turn 1? That seems pretty good.
That is really that is really gross.
Yeah.
So
Is that not the first thing you thought of?
Yes, but it's been
Yeah,
a
okay.
minute.
All
Okay,
right.
but now even we said okay, but if they do get to 3 mana, they get to their 3rd land because you already blew up their first one,
Mhm.
and you have your other pick your poison that you haven't played for some reason yet. Wow, this is really hypothetical.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you just stone rain them again?
And you're not already dead to the glitters. You can sorcery speed kill the glitters.
Yes,
which is
sure.
relevant. It is relevant.
I think the enchantment mode is going to be more relevant for something like a journey. What is it? Journey to Nowhere.
Journey to Nowhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, or even something like the Modern Age out of like
Dude, is this
Ephemerate or
main
something.
deckable?
Maybe it. I mean, well, let's
Pretty
think
bad
about this.
against
What are
mono red.
what are the green decks that exist that actively want this besides Gardens?
Fog.
Fog.
Fog wants this card.
What-
Tell you that
I guess
now.
let's start with what are the green decks that exist?
Well, it's Gardens
Gardens.
is mostly a black deck, but they can play this.
Elves.
Elves is like the de facto like green deck of the Ponza technically is
Yeah,
the green
Kwanzaa
deck
and Turbo Fog.
and Turbo Fire. I think
Ponza likes this.
Ponza likes this against
if they
Affinity.
can,
Yeah,
if they can stone rain 30% of the format, Ponza
Yeah, it's
probably likes
pretty-
this. And then it's just an RA card.
I would struggle to find a matchup where this does not have some application.
You know
I'll-
what my favorite cards are? The ones when you go to sideboard and you immediately like, all right, I'm cutting these 2 cards. That's the best feeling because it's like I didn't have to waste brain power sideboarding. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
it's probably-
gone.
That's like
It's out.
Searing Blaze for me. I'm like, oh,
that
Terror or
fun?
Gardens, cut these Searing Blazes, bring in
Isn't
something
that
else.
awesome?
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
It's good deck building.
Exactly. I could maybe even see his main board. This card's just like
So-
super versatile.
yeah, no, I think this card is very strong.
Hits the Kinko Artificer, but
It
the artifact
it sure
makes?
does because it makes it flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Card's
this is
awesome.
Ooh, yeah, if they don't have another
this is-
flyer.
this kills Delvers.
Yeah, I was about to say,
This
yeah, it
kills
kills the flip
Delvers.
Delver, yeah.
But you wouldn't probably bring this in against Terror.
No, I wouldn't. But,
But if
if
it's
you
in
want
your
to
main
main deck it,
Yeah, if it's in your
you
main
can
deck,
you kill the Delver.
sure.
I'm trying to think of some other things that it just does. It kills like Squad Hawks, kills Core Skyfishers and Glint Hawks, kills Ornithopters that may have the glitters on them.
Ooh, that's
Because
yeah,
people
that's
do
pretty
frequently
big.
like to put on the
flying
flying creature.
Yep.
So
But
yeah,
the Ornithopters, you gotta watch out for Ornithopters.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what kind of is bad about this too, I guess. If like your opponent just goes tap land Ornithopter, it's like, all right, both modes aren't great now.
No,
you know.
but anyways, I do think the card is very good, and I think it will see lots of play in the format.
Oh, agree.
Yeah.
Moving on from a very obviously strong card to a very, very fun card.
A card that I did not have on my list, but you both had on your list. This is maybe Twitter's favorite card, one of Twitter's favorite cards from spoiler season. This is Slime Against Humanity, which is probably there are a lot of really good card names in this set. This has got to be one of the best. It's 2 and a green for a sorcery. Let's make sure I get this correct. Create a 0/0 green ooze creature token with trample. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is 2 plus the total number of cards you own in exile and in your graveyard that are oozes or are named Slime Against Humanity. A deck can have any number of cards named Slime Against Humanity.
Is this one of those things where I know they had like the designers of like Plants vs Zombie make a card?
Mm-hmm.
It had that, or they had like they had Notch make a magic card,
Yeah.
and it was like aggressive mining.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Cards Against Humanity?
No, it's a play on Crime Against Humanity.
Is Cards Against Humanity a play on Crime Against Humanity?
Yes.
Huh.
So yes is the answer.
I never knew that.
Yeah, the Crime Against Humanity is just like a phrase that people throw around.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
throw
okay.
on-
You're still young.
Guess how much these are pre-ordering for?
Slime Against Humanity?
They're sold out in Card Kingdom on TCG Player. The cheapest one I can find find is $5.41
Why?
for pre-order.
What?
It's just okay. So it's got that like Shadowborn Apostle thing,
Well,
or
yeah,
a persistent
you can-
petitioner.
Yeah, you can play any
you
number.
can play any number, and people love that kind of. Or
It's true.
what's the Dragon's approach?
People,
Yeah.
commander players.
Yeah, it's just command. It's a bunch of
Yeah.
command. It's
They
commander players.
love
They love
this
these
stuff.
effects. These are super cool. Anywho, no, commander players love these kinds of cards. I think these cards are so. I think this is a really cool card.
This is it. Everyone saw this and the gear started turning. Everyone's like, Goblin Archaeomancer or Goblin. But
A Narcomancer?
yeah, Narcomancer. Thank you. The one in
To make this a 2-mana spell?
yeah, the green and a red 2/2 that makes green and red spells cost one less. Yeah. So everyone's talking about that. People were like, "Hey, you can like mulch to hit your land drops and also like put these in the graveyard." And I'm like, I can see this deck winning game ones pretty like handily.
Deck couldn't beat a Relic of Progenitus to save its life.
That's fair.
It could just straight not be a Relic of Progenitus.
Well, no, they just play pick your poison, sacrifice your relic.
So, ooh, see? Already got the technology. All in one set. All
Yeah,
nicely packaged in
That's
one
it.
set.
That's it. It's just however many lands, 4 pick your poison, and all the rest is just slime. Oh, 4 Narcomancers, and then the rest is just slime against humanity. That sounds awful. But this deck, this card does look pretty fun. It's very silly and very fun, and it will.
This will get some people. This will get some people
Yeah.
playing something fun at a local event for sure. I can definitely see at least 3 individuals in our local store who will absolutely play this card, no questions asked.
Yes, I would agree with you.
John and Hunter.
I was like,
first.
this is the most John Burr card. Yes, we did call you out. This is the most John Burr card I have ever seen, and I absolutely expect you to be playing this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to John.
Because he'll bring like food and he always brings cool stuff.
He brings like the coolest piles of cards. They're so sweet.
I need to let go of my ego and just play something fun like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
You should try letting go of your ego every once in a while. It's great.
It
It's
is
good
true.
therapy.
It sure is.
Sure.
Why do you think I played Mono White one month?
So you thought it was good.
I did think it was good. I got proven way wrong. I also played against Poison Storm. That deck was unbeatable.
Unbeatable. What's the last card on this list we got here, Cameron?
We got Evolving Wilds, but better. It's Escape Tunnel. It's a land. Get this. Tap it. Sacrifice Escape Tunnel. Search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So that's Evolving Wilds text. But it also has stapled onto it, tap, sacrifice Escape Tunnel. Target creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Not very relevant, but just strictly better Evolving Wilds now.
I can give you another one of our friends who is extremely excited to, or 2 of our friends that are extremely excited to play this card.
For what? Like Ninja the Deep Hour?
No.
For poison?
In fact.
Infect, my friend. Infect.
Oh, because you do it while...
Well,
The
it's
creature
little,
is small,
and then you pump
and
it
then you
up.
pump it up into
No.
oblivion. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Make your own blighted
ready.
agent.
Did blocking against Invec actually matter to begin with, though?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they just gave it
If it's not
trample.
blighted
No,
agent,
there's only like one spell that they currently play that gives it trample.
Oh, okay.
It's
Rancor.
well, 2. So Rancor and
Oh no.
and
Vine,
the
that's
no, there's the enchantment that you sacrifice in your upkeep, and you can give it +3/+3 and trample. I believe.
Oh.
I think that's the card. Pretty sure it is. It
We'll
definitely gives
have
it
to
+3/+3. I can't remember if it gives it trample. I'm pretty sure it gives it trample. Yeah, no, this has worked really well in fact. This is where my brain immediately went when I saw this card. It's
No,
like,
that is
this is
cool.
super sweet.
My brain just went to Evolving Wilds and been like, huh, Evolving Wilds unplayable.
Could also be interesting in like a glitters mirror where you can like sandbag your glitters in your hands. In your hand, multiple hands. Sandbag glitters in your hand.
I have 2 hands. I don't know about you.
You
Yeah.
sandbag some glitters, and then you like target your ornithopter with this, and then you put put like 2 glitters on it, and then you just kill them out of nowhere.
Plural. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That is wild. That's cool application too. The worst part about this card is I have really cool Evolving Wilds of Bob Ross art on them.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I gonna play
Unplayable.
those? Yeah,
Yeah, they're unplayable now.
I guess.
Yep,
Like
unplayable.
if I'm playing fairies again, it's like
Oh yeah.
maybe
This card
this
is
matters.
strictly better.
I might need
Though
a
it
draw
is-
card of Ninja.
It is sacrificing your land to not like you don't go also get the land. Like
No.
it is a cost.
So it's like slightly marginally better if I'm like top decking and I have a Ninja out already and I top deck this. I'm like, well, I guess I can get in for another card, you know?
That's true.
So it's like that marginal thingy.
Yeah.
And I don't like saying strictly better too, because you like never know, but it's kind of hard not to say strictly
I
better
was like,
here
it is Evolving Wilds with more text on it.
with worse art.
I will disregard the art. It has strictly better text on the card.
Yep, I agree. What do we got next?
That's our list.
We got modern challenges next.
Modern challenges.
Dude, what is wrong with
What
me?
format are you talking about?
Cube and modern, apparently modern cube.
Get with the program.
We got some.
You're on the Common Ground MTG podcast. Get with it.
Doo-doo-doo. I don't even know how does our song go?
Are you guys ready for this challenge?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go, fam. First challenge, Saturday, January 27th. In 8th place, Zaza with white-black. This is our new Glinthawk's Core Skyfisher Tithing Blade white-black blink deck. And looks like we have a similar white-black deck in 7th place from Billster47. In 6th place, Eco Baronin on Burn.
Echo Baronin.
Echo Baronin, excuse me. on Burn.
Vintage aficionado, also part of some of these cube servers for these sweet vintage cube drafts.
All right, sick.
And that is why I do not introduce the names.
Yeah, Echo Baronin.
Echo Baronin. In 5th place, Casa on Turbo Fog. In 4th place, Grave Trail on Burn. In 3rd place, Ritual Sinkhole on Turbo Fog. In 2nd place, Yahakara on Burn with white in the deck.
Boros
Looks
Gates?
like they it's
Yeah.
actually much more of a is labeled as Burn, but it's actually a Boros Gates deck, it looks like.
I got
this
on
is
Boros Gates on my...
Yeah, this is definitely just
Okay.
Gates.
Well, it says Burn on the site I'm looking at.
Okay.
In 1st place, Luffy do Chapeau de Pala on Grixis Affinity. Let's take a look at our champions list here.
Remember when I said I think this might be the best version of Affinity? So I know that when we did the one of our previous set releases, we talked about a card called Mephitic Draught.
We did.
We were trying to figure out why you would play that over Ichor Wellspring. I only came up with one answer, and it is not even in this deck.
Remind me your answer.
The only answer I could come up with was Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Oh,
the
because
only singular reason that I could ever come up with that way you would play that card over Ichor Wellspring.
Well,
looks like it's
over.
here.
It's the 5th copy of Ichor Wellspring.
That was, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think I might play Limbus instead.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Looks like the Somber Hover Guards are becoming stock at this point.
And no Frogmites seem to be stock too, which is really
Interesting.
Yeah, like you said, it's just almost a mid-range control deck more than a aggro deck. So it's like I guess you don't need the frogs anymore if you don't care about playing to the board as much anymore.
No,
3 copies of Karclan Shaman is aggro, not aggressive in the sense of.
No, you just have to have a board wipe. It's a really solid board
Yeah.
wipe, and especially like I think by playing more copies of like the Karkland Shaman, having all those copies of Blood Fountain is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I was using aggressive as like the term of not
I
what
agree.
aggressive means, which was really confusing. My bad. And the one thought cache just blows my mind too. Like it's just weird to see Affinity only playing one mana draw two. I guess
Well, they have all those like cantrip artifacts. I don't think you almost don't
I
even
know,
need it.
and we've had this conversation. It's playing 8 of the Deadly Dispute effects where those just draw 3 cards half the time and at instant speed, so that might just be better than Thoughtcast right now, and it's just wild.
So I think the idea here is just that people have moved on from these like norms of what, Affinity and Pauper looks like. We don't need Thoughtcast. We don't need Frogmite. We can just play other better spells.
Like kind of cutting the sacred cows and getting rewarded for it.
Yep. I would agree.
For sure. We had 2 Orzhov Blade. That's what they've been calling them. We've had 2 of these in the challenge in this top 8, which is cool to see. We talked about it a little bit last week. I don't see any major change from these at all. You get the 4 Omer Dead. Wow, this is great content.
It's excellent content.
Thank God Thomas can edit.
Like a quarter of the people listen just to hear the strange noises you make.
I don't believe that.
Those are actual numbers I got from our listeners.
What? Who said that?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
It's a joke, Cameron.
was it Hannah?
No, she doesn't listen to our podcast. She doesn't play Magic.
But she's here for the strange noises. It's not about magic. Oh, God. So that was our Orzhov Skyblade section. It looks like the other decks we saw from last week. They're really cool. You're bouncing Tithing Blades. That's awesome. Keep doing that. Any other decks that have caught your list? We had 2 more Turbo Fogs. Hippo, did you notice anything?
Exactly the same 75.
Wow.
So Ritual Sinkhole is probably just the de facto Turbo Fog player. Most people are just getting their list from this individual. I know this past week I've watched. I will plug again. Cali Kai's did a video on Turbo Fog, and a direct contact with Ritual Sinkhole about how to play the deck and some matchup decisions. Something that has since the last time I had actually gotten to play Turbo Fog, I realized is an extra win condition on your own turn instead of having to pass the turn. When you resolve your last stream of thought to make their library empty, you also have Words of Wisdom that forces them to draw a card.
That's
so
cool.
it forces them to lose the game on your turn instead of their turn.
That's
Interesting.
cool.
Interesting.
Just lock it up then there.
Yeah.
Boros Gates in second. This is kind of just like the mono white weenie deck, just splashing red for Experimental Synthesizer, 4 bolts, couple Chain Lightnings, and that Bitter Reunion we talked about, because that works well with the Squadron Hawks. There we go. Thank you. It's not playing that 3 mana Squadron Hawk either, so that's not there anymore.
The Conquistador.
Mm-hmm. They're not there anymore. But Boros Gate, I love Gate style decks, so this is really cool. I guess like you're ditching.
I love the one of Martyr of Sands. That's fantastic.
On the sideboard.
Yeah,
that is
pretty
love
sick.
it. Somebody is prepared not to lose to Lightning Bolt that day.
It's kind of like I was about to say it's kind of like blue white Gates, but completely different because you're on the aggressive, I think, a little bit more, and that you can just turn into this Experimental Synthesizer deck that can just start pumping through cards immediately.
Yeah, I mean, this also, we can say, definitely way more aggressive with cards like Rafine's Informant, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this deck's super sweet.
In top 16, we have Naya Gates by Rash. They went 4-2, and I thought that was worth mentioning because it's been a while since we've seen these just soupy Gate colors or soupy Gate decks, and we have like a Greedy Terminate in there. I think that's for the Kill the Guardian, the Gil packs, and the mirror matches and stuff like that.
That's exactly what that's for.
It looks like Boros mainly just splashing green for Gatekeeper Vine and that open the gate. You don't see the Sorelli Gatekeepers except in the sideboard. So mainly just Boros splash green.
Thomas is over here wincing at the thought of Cerulean Gatekeepers.
Doesn't exist. I don't believe it.
It can't hurt you.
Can't hurt me.
Oh, if you just pretend it's not there, it's
yeah,
not
just
there.
pretend it's not there.
It's like
fine.
that therapist meme setup thing. Oh, that's also going on Twitter. Let me write these ideas down real quick.
Content inside of content.
Sunday, January 28th, Pauper Challenge. In 8th place, GN42 on Familiars. In 7th place, making his Common Ground MTG Pauper Tabe debut, Misplaced Ginger with Dimir Fairies. In 6th place, Top Lech, on Dimir Control. This is a Terror deck. In 5th place, Like a Pharaoh on Burn. In 4th place, J-Waves on Mono White. This is the Battle Screech deck. In 3rd place, Hamuda on Jeskai Affinity. This is Glitters. In 2nd place, IAB Magic on a version of Gardens that's very interesting and we're going to talk about. And in 1st place, Nick Norman, also on the Golgari Gardens. Well, fellas, we said it. Where are the Gardens decks? What's happening?
Found 'em.
We found them.
There's no we. Only you said that.
Well, I am okay. Sure. I am we and you are we and all.
I did question this because I think there's some things in the metagame that do keep gardens away from being a deck that people want to play on Magic Online. Like specifically Magic Online.
Yes. One of those being the clock.
Yeah, the clock is real.
That is true.
Yeah, but Nick Norman, 9-0 throughout the tournament, 6-0 through Swiss, and clean sweep through the top 8.
What a clean list. Such a clean list.
Very clean. I like the 1 moments piece in the sideboard. That's kind of sick.
I did see that. That was really interesting. I wonder what you bring that in against. Just like these people that bring slivers and other like aggro decks too. There's
probably
aggro.
just an extra piece against. Yeah, probably just an extra piece against aggro.
It's good against like the affinity decks that are
you just don't want to have to like rely on Weather the Storm acting as your fog necessarily.
Or drawing like 7 kill spells or.
That's true. It is nice for like Jeskai Affinity. I know I keep bringing this deck up all the time, but like that deck's B plan is just to beat the crap out of you with a bunch of bears and stuff.
Yeah.
So it is nice for that.
Yeah.
Also playing 1 Drown in Sorrow in the main and the other 2 in the board.
That's one of the flex slots that comes up a lot.
And a fungal infection.
I love the
Yeah,
fungal
I saw
infection.
the fungal infection. They got a bunch of like they were on 3 Defiles and 2 Snuff Outs. You see a lot of people split 4-0, or I think I'm gonna go to 4 Defiles, 1 Snuff Out in my list just because I like I don't know free destroy target creature seems really good.
I like that you still call 4-0 a split.
Yeah,
that's funny.
The split of 4 and none. The fair split.
Yeah.
3 Tithing Blades, 1 Chainer's Edict is interesting too. So just for that extra, because guards, you get the 7 mana.
Oh yeah, you definitely have the 7 mana.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you want a 7 mana just Edict effect.
This one's also moved back up to playing like a single Rot Farm and a Bajuka Bog, which is kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm.
I like also having the Bog with the Witch's Cottage, kind of cool.
All right, what's going on in this second place list?
What a wild innovation this list has come up with.
Also gardens.
So not only did we moved away from very much what we would traditionally look at as gardens, we have moved into a cool singleton creature in the deck. We'll start there. The singleton creature being a Vampire Sovereign. It's a cool card. It's a sweet card.
It is good. It's
a sweet card.
It's a good swingy and aggro matchups.
Yeah, it's a nice little aggressive or anti-aggressive card.
Mm-hmm.
But we have moved into a bunch of different flavor of one-ofs in the main as well, with also this person is also playing Chainer's Edict, a singleton Disfigure, a singleton Pulse of Marasa, and a singleton main deck Wilt.
And I used to see Pulse of Marasa it was very common, especially when Mono Red was big, just the 3 mana gain 6 life, pick something back up. That's still not like...
I played that.
Yeah, I did too for a while, and that's nothing crazy at all. The Wilt, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of cool because it's like if it's dead, draw
cycle
2.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Disfigure...
Just -2/-2.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, I think the file might just be better.
Right, but there's a reason this list cannot really afford to play Defile.
Why is that?
Oh, there's some copies of some other bounce lands that are not Golgari Route Farm in this deck.
I thought that was so weird. I was scrolling through this list. I saw there's 2 Orzhov Basilicas, and I'm like,
yes.
And I looked back up the main list. I'm like, there's no white cards.
Where are they at then?
Yeah, where are they?
We have 3 circle protections. We have 1 COP red, 1 COP blue, and 1 COP black on the sideboard.
I would agree.
Just all hanging out. What blue comes in for terror, right?
Yep.
Red comes in for gun. And
just me. That's all I play ever.
Yeah, and I love
played
this.
Terror at the last event. All I play is Mono Red.
Yeah, I love this thing that we made up. It's just
we didn't make it up. I play Mono Red.
You made it up. You did this to yourself.
It's true, you did.
Mono red for red, yeah, and black for
the mirror. I would imagine
the mirror.
But Colony Gardens is what kills you, or
Avenging Hunter.
Avenging Hunter is what kills you.
Yeah, but you can kill Avenging Hunter.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think the idea here is 1-for-1 beats up Crypt Rats, like 1 mana for 1 mana, like beats up on what Crypt Rats does.
Next time a source. So, but
that's pretty sick.
If your opponent has a COP blackout and you have a Crypt Rats, instead of just pumping your Crypt Rat or pumping, instead of activating Crypt Rats for 5, can you do it for 1, whole priority 1, whole priority 1, and do that for a total of 5 times?
Yeah, then the person with the Cop Black just goes, I'll activate my Cop Black 5 times.
But it's
Or activate it 4 times and let the last one go through so the Crypt Rats kills itself.
yeah,
Yes.
but there is a little bit of play around that. They just can't leave up 1 mana. It would work if Crypt Rats was you could.
But I believe that's the idea here, is that this
Yeah.
is just supposed to... it also protects yourself in the mirror. Like, assuming you're just going to go to creature combat, like, you're not going to lose your troll to, like, you know, a bunch of other trolls or
Three
like,
other trolls.
3 other trolls or like Thorn of the Black Rose or something like that. Like, getting...
Protects your troll that has triple menace.
Actually, I had a great idea. This actually does stop them from taking the initiative and Monarch against like troll,
creatures.
against like troll specifically. So you just like get to save your removal
Even-
spell. You get to
even
save.
with the
So you get
Crypt
so you
Rats
get
deal
so you get to
damage.
save your removal spells for specifically avenging.
Even if
Hunter.
a Crypt Rats is just coming in for 1, just
yeah, just like boop,
Nope. Boop. Nope.
I'll keep the
nope,
initiative.
I'll take the
Fine.
initiative.
And
Like, I
that-
just keep
Wow,
it.
that's
I said
that's
Avenging
really
Hunter
sick.
is what kills you in
Yeah.
the matchup. It's not. It's the initiative is what kills you in the matchup. If we're being honest.
So, yeah, I think the idea here is you could just save all your removal spells for exactly Avenging Hunter, and then you just slam this cop into play. This person actually has the only main deck answer to it in Wilt, but
Dude, when are we gonna do just a 3-hour episode of just Gardens deep dive?
we'll get there eventually.
We will, and it's just gonna be just
And Gunn is just going to be
obscure tech.
and Gunn is just
I'll
going
be the
to be
moderator. I'll
No,
ask
Gunn's
the
played
question.
You played against it a lot.
I played
so
against it a
yeah,
lot.
I feel like playing against a deck is a good
I
way of
can play with
understanding a
it,
deck too.
Yeah, this deck is. I know we sound like an actual broken record. This deck is so fun.
I love
It's
it.
It's
so
nice to
good.
see some innovation. I don't
Yeah.
know if we fully agree with some of the choices, but it's cool to see that this is possible in this kind of deck. And it's cool to see people getting creative and just pulling out some oldies. The Circle of Protections are like very, very old cards and cool to see
So I know
some spots.
So I know I said that the idea was to beat up on the the other Gardens decks. It did, however, lose to the other Garden deck.
It's true, it did.
But I think the idea is super cool,
one-off.
and I personally wouldn't mind trying it myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is super sweet.
We haven't seen a mono white list in a while. This is our... Let's see, where did I lost the tab. There it is. Our 4th placed finish from J-Waves. This is like your classic Battle Screech deck. For folks who don't know, Battle Screech is 2 white for sorcery. You make 2 1/1 white bird tokens with flying, and it has flashback. You can cast it by tapping 3 untapped white creatures you control. So you're very often just making 4 bird tokens all in the same turn. So you're like 4 mana, make the 2 birds. You probably have another white creature chilling, so then you can tap those birds and whatever other white creature you have and get 2 more. It's pretty sick.
Oh, hey, can I use my newly found Novice Inspector in this deck?
Absolutely you can.
Great, I think I'll be.
You're
on board.
already playing Thraben Inspector in this list. I'm sure they would love to have more copies of Thraben Inspector.
And this list is playing 3 Guardian Pledges too, which is just 3 mana instant white creatures you control get +2/+2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go
that's-
wide.
Makes your birds
Yep.
big.
That's the traditional way for this deck to win.
Your Squadron
Just
Hawks.
nice little alpha strike, and then just cast a Guardian's
Kill 'em.
Pledge. Yeah,
And you see like Boros Bully, which is pretty similar to this deck. It's almost this deck plus just splashing red for the... I can't think of what that card's called.
Thrill of Discovery, or not Thrill of Discovery.
Rally the Peasants.
Rally
Flashback.
the Peasants. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Rally
Yeah.
the Peasants. is-
Guardian's Pledge is like basically the same thing.
This also protects it. This also has main deck protection against like a Wrath, which is pretty sweet.
What's in...
Prismatic Strands?
No, I'm saying like the Guardian's Pledge itself. It's protection against.
Oh,
Wrath.
against, yeah, like a
it
Drowning
negates
Sorrow.
like Drowned Sorrows and like Fiery Cannonades and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Laughs and Crypt Rats.
And Prismatic Strands, yeah. And Prismatic Strands is just, as we've spoken before, is just a very powerful
Yeah,
card.
Prismatic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think so the one extra card here that not all of the lists play, I think is pretty cool, is the 1 Palace Sentinels.
Mhm, you got another in the sideboard as well to bring in something's grindy.
I like
Yep.
that.
Not many decks get to play the full 4 copies of Dust to Dust. This one sure does.
What's nice about this being mono white is you look at that mana base too. It's 18 plans and 2 Iadelic Granges, which is the common cycle from Throne of Eldraine from Mystic Sanctuary is from that
Correct.
too. So if you control 3 or more other planes, it comes into play untapped. And if it comes into play untapped, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So it's just basically playing 20, hopefully untapped lands. Not
Yeah,
a lot of decks in the format get to do that.
I did play this a fair amount. You're very rarely going to have this come into play tapped. So,
quick mention, Familiars. I don't have anything to say about it because I'm not quite sure how it works, but I want to play it sometime. And I know somebody in this podcast owns this deck.
I do.
And you should put it together and we should like play test it sometime. Because like you said if I want to play it, get some reps in with it first.
Yeah, this is a deck you definitely want to know kind of the common lines before you go play it against a bunch of other people.
Yeah, it looks like a deck I would.
You can
really,
almost
really
just
enjoy.
goldfish this thing and have a fair idea of what those lines are.
Like Mono Green Pioneer.
Kind of. Very, very similar to that what you're just referring to.
Cool.
I will
I don't know what you're referring to.
I will
what
know-
mono green deck in Pioneer?
Oh, you mean the new one with this new Leyland that they just got?
No, it's not going to be good, I don't think.
One card in this particular deck that I know this person is using for purely flavor purposes is False Summoning. It is a instant speed sorcery. It is an essence scatter. That is all it is. But they just wanted to be fancy.
I'm sure.
I don't blame them.
It's pretty cool.
It is a very sweet card. This is probably, I think I've mentioned before, this is like the de facto person for playing Familiars in the format. So whatever they're playing is probably the correct list to be playing. So yeah, you can just play your Essence Scatters if you want to play that, unless you want to buy some False Summonings.
No. It's looking at Misplaced Ginger's list, and it just looks like stock fairies. Nothing crazy here. You got your suite of fairies, of course. Got the one of Murmuring Mystic, one of Gurmag Angler. There's nothing of note there. Jeskai Affinity, we're seeing Ardent Recruit replace Thraben Inspector, so we said it before, but it's 1 white, 1/1 Metalcraft. You control 3 or more other artifacts. It gets +2/+2, so it's a 1 mana 3/3 basically in this deck, and that seems to be the norm as well with Ren's Resolves going forward there.
Yeah, the glitter stacks are looking pretty lean. That's just all 4 of 16 lands.
Yeah, and like you see the sideboard, it's not the from the Pauper list we saw,
Right.
just all the
All
standard
the like
bearers,
protection from whatever
acolytes and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you actually see some blasts, some dispels, seal fire, all that fun stuff. So it's cool to see people still working on the sideboard there. But the deck's looking like a lean, mean killing machine still.
Hell yeah.
It's very fast. Not fast enough for Gardens.
Anything special about this Mono Red Kadoltha list?
No, it's pretty stock.
Anything else y'all want to talk about before we sign off?
I don't think so.
I think that covers it everything this week.
I'm excited to see how Murders of Karlov Manor slots itself into this format.
I do have one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should each get a pick on what we think the best common is from that set for Pauper.
Sure. Who should go first? James, why don't you go first, then I'll go, and then we'll
right,
finish off
good.
the camera.
I have a 3-way tie. I will throw that out there. I have a 3-way tie.
There's 3 of us. Oh.
Crazy. I think Novice Inspector is obviously, as much as I've talked about
That's
that,
pretty safe.
I think that card is very good. I think Demand Answers is number 2, and I think Pick Your Poison is number 3. Like I think all 3 of those are extremely strong in their own rights. So moving over.
If you had to pick one though,
Have you met me?
Yeah.
It's Novice Inspector.
That's
I love this card.
so safe.
It is. Yeah, it's just like
it's a good
but-
pick.
I just
Yeah.
I have forever loved Thraben Inspector since that card has been printed. I have
Yeah.
found any way, an excuse I can to play the card.
You remember Thraben Inspector getting printed?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
old man.
Well, I'm not that old.
It was
I know, you're like 3 years.
2015.
He's just 3 years old. I just didn't play Magic back then.
Yeah, no.
That's all.
No, I loved Thraben Inspector. That card was. I found every excuse I could to play it. Even in Eternal formats, I've played it in Modern. I've played it in, and now obviously Pauper. But so yeah, I love that card. So having 4 more copies of it is great for me.
Yeah.
And Cube.
Yeah, it's good there too.
So
All
we're
right.
also a Cube podcast now, remember?
That's right. For me, I think it would be very easy for me to say Demand Answers, but I am going to give it to Pick Your Poison. I think that this potentially opens up space for green to have answers to problematic decks in the format that might create some space for maybe some green decks to get a little bit of extra leverage. Yeah. And it's just really sweet. It's so versatile. It can stone rain you. It can get your creature back out from under an enchantment removal. You can kill a flipped up, like everything we talked about. It's so sick. It's 1 mana. It's sweet. I'm excited to fool around with this card and see if it's got a spot. Maybe there's a world, if you know your meta, maybe, like we said, maybe there's a world where it can be played in your main deck. But I like this as I think this is the most powerful card.
And green needs help too, because it's like,
green definitely needs to help.
And this is gonna live in sideboards, maybe
some meta. It will depend on your meta, what you expect the meta to be in whatever tournament you're playing.
So mainly just an awesome sideboard card. Because like, when was the last time green got a awesome main deck card? Is it Avenging Hunter? Because it might be.
Maybe.
I believe that's probably the last.
I guess Slime Against Humanity.
I mean, yeah, that's it.
People are about to shove as many copies of that as they can, so I would say
they can afford them.
That's true. Like $5 a piece.
What about you, Cameron? What's your winning common?
I think mine's Demand Answers, just because I am a fan of the Borosynth, and because I also used to play the Rakdos Madness deck, and I think that's a really fun dynamic to have in a meta where like Burn's not super good right now, but the Rakdos Madness Burn deck had a great matchup against Burn. So I think it's cool if this revives that deck, but also, again, is like an awesome brew around. This set had a lot of cool, like, the gears are turning cards, and this is for sure one of them.
Hell yeah.
I would agree.
Alrighty, if you made it this far, y'all must stand us some much. If you have any questions for us, you can email them to commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com. Link in the bio as well. Or not link, you know what I mean. You can also follow us on Twitter. Those will also be in the bio. Join us next time for episode 10. We'll have, it's not our 10-year anniversary, but episode
that was really fast.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
But that'll be episode 10. We might do something cute for that. But thanks so much for listening.
Come play the Pauper Cup in Chicago.
Yeah, come do that. Come to the Game Cave and play Pauper monthly.
Yeah, if you're listening, you're in Middle Tennessee. Come to Game Cave in Nashville on Saturday, February 10th at noon.
For sure. Alrighty, y'all stay safe. Peace out.
Later, everyone.
Thanks, fam. Peace
okay,
out.
bye.
You're just gonna do that every time.
Do my 6 segue. I'll give it to you.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
What did you say?
You don't even listen to me. Speaking of cards that are
one
piece of card that makes 2 cardboards.
I got you. All right, cool. Here we go. Speaking of card, now I feel like I'm stealing your bit. I'm stealing your bit.
Now I feel stupid.
It's a good bit. No.